So, hey there, guys. I've just watched episode 10 of FreeZero Season 2. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And you better not even watch this discussion or make it like 10 times speed because I'll probably have to rewatch half of an episode. Seriously. Um, so, I mean, overall, there was another one of those episodes that completely averts your expectations, or what's the word? I mean, that kind of, yeah, that your expectations are not met with what you actually end up seeing. I felt that the witch rampage is gonna be happening for longer. To see her impact globally on the land, not just a little local burst. But no, it ended up faster than you can. I don't know. Go to the somewhere. Anyways, that's an unsuccessful joke. It ended up really fast. But still, there were fun for some details here. So first of all, that thing actually consumes. It's not like just a some object. It's like an whole entity of darkness. And it consumes people in it somehow. It reminds me of old ass cartoon I was watching in my childhood. It was dark and like pretty brutal. I mean, now it's like child cartoon, I think, but at those time I was like, that's scary. I think it's like Pirates of Dark Waters or something. I even think I mentioned it at some point during one of the reactions to some anime. I don't remember, but that's kind of, yeah, like this dark water is like something drops in it and bye bye. You can say bye bye to it, and that's how it kind of is. But she consumes people. It's not like even she consumes them. They kind of are kept in there because when Subaru end up being consumed by the shadowy thing, he was able to kind of mix up with others, with their memories. Because there was always blinking some stuff on background. I feel like this episode have to be like dissected frame by frame to actually see a lot of interesting things in there. So the more people it consumes, the more chaotic it becomes inside of it. And what happens with the people? What happens with the bodies? Why this thing even does what she does? But it's scary. It's like floods everything with it. And at some point, it can, I suppose, consume the world. The more she eats, the more the bigger she gets. I don't know, but yeah, it's just her entity is quite interesting, quite unique. So Garfield said that everyone got consumed by it instantly. He was saved by Ram, by her wind magic. And that's an interesting detail, actually. Because we know Ram, she's like this little spiky girl that really likes to sting people with every single word. But she's also smart and caring one. She's just not showing it, or even if she shows it, she still jokes around it. Like, yeah, just I didn't want, it's like saving someone just because she don't want to move his body away or something. That's like the type of joke Ram would say. But she saved exactly this guy. Did she save him because literally just the first one to be in her way, or because she understood something? Either she cared about him, either she felt that he's like the best choice, like strategically the best choice, because she probably realizes the Subaru is somewhere there. And also the question still, was that actually Emilia, that thing? It's like, so was Emilia consumed by the shadow and like the other body appeared, or it was actually Emilia's body just emitting the shadow? I'm still not sure about this. I feel like it should be Emilia's body, but some of the closing is a bit different, and we're gonna look at it. Shit, this discussion is gonna be like 10 hours long. Don't watch it. Close the video right now. Do it. You didn't do that? It means you're a bro. So the whole ground, it's everyone's consumed. Ryuzu-san, I mean, losing Ryuzu-san is not a big deal. We now know that. Who's there? And there's like 10,000 Ryuzus, little ones. So yeah, those reveals, shit. And we're gonna fight it. I mean, yeah, you're brave guys, but that thing, how do you fight that? How do you fight the all-consuming something? If you're gonna destroy the body, it kills the witch, or what? Because when Garfield tried to attack her, all of the darkness, it just like materialized in the like little hand or like tentacle things that grabbed him, and there's no way he can do it, something. I mean, those little explosive reuses, that was cool. Poor girls though. They were like exploding, yeah, and somewhat staggered the witch. But it was still not enough. She just killed the Beastie Boy in one place. And yeah, that that detail, that Subaru, when Subaru learned that everyone was consumed by the witch already, he was already understanding, yeah, it's not gonna end well. His mission is not to survive. His mission is to save his friends and people who he cares about. And seems like it's already a sign that there's no point, there's no need, there's no reason to move forward anymore. He has to go back. And thank you very much, Mrs. Witch, for not taking the power away. Which I don't really understand why does this power is not taken away yet. Because if that's directly the witch that gave the power, she should realize that this power kind of messes up with her like ruling over the world or something. Take it back, or why you cannot? Then that was stupid to give that power to some man, because that literally means that he's just gonna undo stuff until he wins. I mean, there's probably a chance that he will fuck up even with the power, because there is like chance of skipping the saving point, and like being too late, so you cannot go back and someone died, someone like super important quest NPC dies, and like you cannot complete it anymore. So at some point there is a chance that even with this autosave feature he may ruin stuff. But you're gonna really try to do this. So yeah, she says I love you so many times that I don't really want to hear it anymore, ever. And she says it like in such a calm and actually like very nice way. It's like it's the voice actress of Emilia, and she's like a very cute one. I mean, I haven't seen her, but the voice is very cute and associated with Emilia, at least for me. And like, I I'm like, yes, please take me. And at the same time, it's kind of sad. I don't even know. It's like some emotions put in this, but they're like barely there, but they are there. So it was also quite good voice acting, actually, to say the 10,000 times I love you, and every one of them, it gives some weird emotions. And why? Why the whole I love you thing? Why she's not speaking with anyone else? I mean, he said that shit. She is searching for Subaru. She's attracted by Subaru. And she says, I love you, I love you, I love you. Too much. And love me, I love you, love me. What's up with that? What's up with that? Why she does it? What's the history behind I love you and I love me? Maybe Subaru is. She sees Subaru as someone else, someone who loved her or she loved, and part of the soul of this person, or maybe even the power of resurrecting, is somehow connected to that. Why she says that? Why she says that? I love you, and love me, love me. That's so weird. There's something behind this. Because I'm not gonna be surprised if this evil, evil witch is evil, evil just because of some love issues or something, that may happen in the past. And by the way, the past, they constantly mention the 400 years ago times, and that was one hell of a time, I'd say. So that was the time when the beast were created. That was the time when Echidna created those little clones of her. I mean, not the clones, but yeah, some experiments with that. That was the time to remember. I don't remember what was else. How about the dragon thing? When was the witch killed? Seems like that was the times when all the witches were dealt with. Probably that was mentioned, but I forgot already. I think the book probably mentioned something about it. I love you, yeah. And she's like wobbling. The first real I love you I was given this world was so powerful. Oh, that was Ram, yeah. It made me think a loser like me could actually become a hero. Yeah, man. Still remembering Ram, even though she's not in here. Like, she's literally out of this season for now. But she's still with us. Her influence is still with us. The number 1 and number 2 places in my heart are already taken. So, do you actually now say that you love Ram as well? But it's just you love Emilia more than Ram. Or he speaks about Patrashan Otto? Of course not. There's no room in here for you. I mean, there's always number 3. I'd have an easier time loving Echidna and other witches. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's super easy to start loving Echidna for sure. And as soon as he said that, the Shadow was not very pleased with it. It was like, huh? Nani? Nani Okore? And she went crazy. She instantly consumed him, explained to him that there was an incorrect way to speak with her, repeated a few times that she actually loves him in case he still don't understand this. And then she says, like, love me. Wow. In terms of what? Which type of love do you want, girl? Is that like physical love? Is that like love, spiritual love, or which type of love do you want? It's really interesting. Love me, love me. It's just going to keep loving me forever. That thing loves to death. It seems like that. I mean, there's something in the background, but it's like some places. No, it's just sanctuary. Something was there. Otto, the chapel. And then yeah, then Petra's handkerchief. It's like how that little thing actually did this. Petra's handkerchief killed Subaru at some point and saved him from basically losing the game completely. How? Who could have thought? It's like, yeah, that's the power of ReZero. I mean, in many other stories, you can predict stuff because it's more like logical and predictable. In Attack on Titan, for me, this anime was structured so well that it was hiding stuff in plain sight. You have to like search it really good, and if you find it, you can kind of see what's going on. Maybe not everything completely, but mostly. But here, it's like a handkerchief. How is gonna help him? No problem. It's gonna be enchanted by the Witch of Great to kill him. Yeah, sure. So easy to predict. Super easy. And yeah, he also brings this interesting thing about that she knew was gonna happen. But I mean, maybe I don't know yet how it all works in her realm. If it's affected by like Subaru dying or not. If it's rewrites with the world or the world rewrites, but she's still there all the time. Because that means that at some point she can meet from Subaru at the same time. She can meet like Subaru who came from one world line. Later comes another Subaru from another world line, and she just picks the time. Because she picks the time, not he. Which means she can like make an appointment, so they not meet those different Subarus from different world lines. And that means that she may have met him like the third time already in her world. And she knows about what happened here. So she can technically know the future of this exact line. Or it's not like that and it all rewrites and she can only see the past. And she just predicted that based on the fact that she felt there was something bad was happening in the real world. Because previously in the previous episode, she said something about something along the lines that, yeah, I mean, she kind of implied that there's something really bad in there. But it was like very briefly. I remember that. So I'm interested at how her world bubble thing works. But anyways, she helped him. She knew he's gonna need this power. And she gave it to him. And props to the girl. And I actually see in the background those memories Subaru mentioned. That temple of Echidna that he later came to. And I can see the witch again. She has something weird on her neck. Something like either few crystals or like a very scary flowery thing. I still don't know if that's like Emilia or just the witch. How do you appear in this world? Scary thingy. Because then he removes the clothes from her And you can see there's like someone suffering and crying inside it. Someone who looks like Emilia exactly. But I'd say that the eyes. The fuck is that running? The eyes look pretty much different than Emilia's eyes. Look at that. These eyes, the way they're shaped, it's different than Emilia's eyes, I think. Maybe this is just the animation thing, but seems like it's a different face. I mean, it's difficult to fucking actually understand this. Where's the picture? I have somewhere the picture of Emilia. Somewhere here, somewhere here. Here's the Emilia. Yeah, she's big, cute eyes. Where she's crying. Where she's... Yeah, that's not her eyes, I'd say. Even when she's angry, that's not how her eyes look. I mean, in this frame, they kind of look like that. They look very similar. Maybe that's her eyes. Maybe that's her eyes. It's just since she's so sad, that's actually her eyes. I don't know. I'm confused. But the clothing is different, and the hair accessories are also different. So I'm still not sure if that's what's that. And he says, "I'm going to save you." But with whom are you? You were speaking with Emilia or with the witch? Can you save the witch? Because maybe the witch is actually also suffering. Maybe she's evil because of the thing. Where I saw something like that. Feels like I saw something like that when there was some evil spirit thing. Oh, that's one of the quests in The Witcher 3. Not main ones even. There was some creature that was like very evil and deadly, and you have to kill it, kinda. But then you realize that it exists only because it went through very bad situation during its life, and you can resolve it. And there's like a few outcomes of this quest, and they're like one of the best quests of the game. I don't want to spoil stuff, but yeah. And in the best outcome, you can make her go to peace, not destroying the thing, and like not making her not letting her lie to you or something. So yeah. Oh, my back hurts. Ooh, that hurts. So the witch encounter ends with Subaru dying and saying that I'm gonna swear you. I'm gonna, because he says I swear. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna save you. I swear. Because that's gonna be cool if he ends up actually curing the witch heart. You know, the very evil witch. She doesn't look like she's evil because she's evil. She looks like she's evil because stuff. Something happened. Or maybe she's just crazy. That's also an opportunity. And then, yeah, as I've predicted previously, exactly the case when Emilia wakes up and sees completely broken Subaru. And she starts comforting him. And that really brings her mood in a nice state. That's also part of her character, because she kind of suffers thinking that she is weak or not needed, not loved. And when Subaru tries to bump in, always, and says like, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna do this instead of you. That sometimes, few times, that already brought issues, that he's always doing this too much for her and she wanna achieve things by herself. And that was the moment when she actually felt that she was needed and she could help him, and that she's like at this exact moment is a stronger one mentally. And yeah, that's like indirect support from Subaru. He just played the role of a victim, and Emilia really liked being a nice girl, supportive girl. Finally had some time to comfort her man. Because remember when he was sleeping on her lap, that's also the moment when she felt really good. Because she helped him. So she comforted him. Yeah, he cried, poor man. Of course, she told everyone about that. There was like brilliant scenes with Ram and Otto as well. Beastie Boy wasn't angry. I still don't understand exactly why he's the way he is. Why now he's evil, next second he's not evil. I understand that he cares about Sanctuary a lot, and he doesn't love the witch, the one, the envious one. And by the way, so Ryuzu, the real, I'd call it the real Ryuzu, the one, the black one, was during the table scene. So Emilia was kind of nice, feeling nice, and then he says to Ram that she have to distract the Beastie Boy. And then Subaru remembers the victims, one of the victims' memory, probably Ryuzu's, and goes to the temple, places the thingy, which I suppose is the one that Frederica gave to him. I don't think they were able to take it from the boy. And then he finds the crystal with a naked loli. The original Ryuzu-san, I suppose. And she says at the end, like, I never expected you to discover this only half a day after arriving here, Young-Soo. Yeah, just a half a day, for sure. How many days the guy was here? Like, already, like, a week at least. I'd say even more. I mean, doing the since start of the season 2, how many days have passed? And he even tells her that, yeah, that was the memory of someone consumed by the Witch of Envy, which is like a ridiculous stuff for them, probably, to hear this. Is the girl... that was... shit, this little detail. So the very first time Subaru saw Ryuzu, he didn't saw the real Ryuzu, the Ryuzu, the one with the staff. No, he saw the little girl, the one with in white. And you would never actually notice that and make something important out of it. You know, she's wearing black and she's wearing white. You would never expect that those are like two different ones, even though they look similar. So he says that this one was the one that met him in the sanctuary first time, and she kind of clings to him like that's unlikely. And she said that's unlikely. But one of those. It was not the original Ruse, not the one with the stuff. And she also says that those are the eyes of the sanctuary, and I kind of understood that previously, when the eye of the sanctuary was mentioned 1 or 2 episodes ago. I don't remember. Not 1, probably 2 or 3. So yeah, she's Ryuzu, and she also calls him the apostle of greed. And I'd say that's cool in terms of one of the most badass witches. Even though I know, not badass, but one of the most. Since all of the witches are in her now, she's in control, right? Others are in her. It feels like she's the main one, right? That's how I see it. It's not like he met other witches. He met exactly this witch, and others live inside her. So it seems like she's the one. She's the cooler one. And being the apostle, I mean, so he's like now officially apostle of greed. Who could have thought? And no. Ah, yeah, he drank the tea previously when he came to the sanctuary, so it's irrewritable. So it happened. I just thought that that they met with the kidnap, but that was the second time. But they, yeah. Hmm. So Subaru is now an apostle. Then built by said witch hand an experimental facility meant to fulfill said witch's dream. So she was willing to live forever, which seems like. So even the witches are mortal. Was there? Uh-huh. That was the first Ruzumeyer. So that Ruzumeyer that is placed in the crystal is 400 years old, basically. All the others are copies of her. Were imitation. But this one, the black one, she's like the fourth one or something. What happened with the first three? Mm-hmm. And what's interesting that the little other one is holding to Subaru for some reason. She's cute as hell. Mm-hmm. How kind are you? Copy. So they're created out of magic, and the witch wanted to place her soul in them. And she was experimenting with them. Man, Echidna, you're like crazy scientist of this world. Why would you pick such weird bodies, though? Each time a body perished, she would make a new vessel to inherit its soul. Uh-huh. Basically immortal, yeah. The return by death makes me basically immortal too. I mean, the return by death make you actually immortal. I wonder how it will work if he ends up just dying from being old. I mean, if hypothetically he lives for a whole life and reaches the point where he's too old and just dies from the age, will it actually return him back at some point? Like, oh shit, I know when I'm gonna die. Just an interesting question. So even if that's immortality, but I don't know, moving your soul, will it be the same person? I mean, if you're moving everything, your soul, your memory, then probably yes, you're gonna be the same person. So if sometime in the future the science will be able to actually move all of your data stored in your brain and transform it into like digital information, it can kinda create another, but it will not be another you. I mean, it's gonna be another you. It's not gonna be the same you. If you think about this, right? You have to actually move something like the soul or what, that understanding that you is you, because it's gonna die with you. But someone the same as you, with the same brain, with the same ideas, with the same character that was building with you all those years, and with all the memories. That's gonna be just more like copying the man, not moving the man from one thing to from one body to another one. Because you is you. You feel that's you. And when you're gonna die, another one gonna live instead of you, but not you. That's just something to think about. And Echidna's soul was not inherited. And then the witch died. And the witch died because of the envious witch, as far as I remember. She said that she killed them all. But what which soul is in you now? You tried? Is that Echidna's soul? I mean, she said that the soul wasn't inherited, but some soul is there in you. Is that the soul just of the Ryuzu Mayers? Mayers. Who's Roswell? Matthews, not Mayers. I was always trying to find some connection. And yeah, and what's interesting as well, the detail. So Subaru, as the apostle of greed, can control all those clones. And Garfield was also one who met Echidna and drank her juicy juice with a hair or whatnot. So she trusts him. So there may be two apostles, no limitations, and which means that Betelgeuse, who was the apostle of sloth, also consumed some part of the witch. And those two fuckers, we had another apostle of greed in the very first episode. Who was there was the apostle of gluttony, the one with the teeth, and the other one, the white boy. I think he was the apostle. No, there was not the apostle. It was, or the apostle. How they called him, I don't remember. Either they called him apostle or like representative. I think it was the apostle. So they probably also met their witches. I mean, I understand how you meet this exact witch, Echidna, how you met other ones. I mean, directly, not going through Echidna. So many questions. I mean, maybe probably they're irrelevant, but that's interesting. A part of her body, fingernails. So you have to eat a bit of a girl to yeah, you get the idea. And don't tell Garfield. Apostle. Was he saying apostle? Betelgeuse or someone? Shit, I don't remember. Maybe that's not too important. We're gonna get to it. Don't tell me. And he also asked about the surname, and she answered interestingly. I mean, she answered, but then she says, could you please ask me the same question again in a day or two? Why? What's gonna happen? They're dropping them details. And yes, Barro's walking and getting scared, poor man. I like the moment, the voice acting at the moment. With Emilia, he said she's a fairy, and she complained that it's not fairy. That's the he said something about like cultural differences. Yeah, because for him a fairy is like something cute and nice. For her, it's something concrete, something like something definitive. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, she says like, no, that's not how fairy looks. Cultural barrier, yeah. The night breeze. He remembers Puck as well. She remembers Puck as well. I'm on your side. Arigato. Some moment with her. Yeah, that's not interesting. And then he goes away out of the place. Little Ryuzu sees him. I mean, that's the eye of the sanctuary. Just tens of, I don't know how many of them, like hundreds of Ryuzus running around and spying on people. Let's go, Petrash. And there's the, yeah, interesting part, actually. Why? 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 How Subaru was able to kind of scare Garfield. I'm gonna watch it. He pushes Subaru towards the tree. And Subaru looks at him and smiles. And I mean, the guy, Subaru, he has his mother's eyes, which are very menacingly looking. And his face, when he does the face, it looks scary. What are you smirking about? Yeah, you're so easy to read. Okay. Now I've got a good idea of what gets a reaction out of you. And what makes you mad. And then the pause, and Subaru just opens his mouth. What the fuck happened? Subaru just opened his mouth. You bastard, you were tasting me. Either he just said something that we didn't hear, either it was like some sort of like psychological warfare. Subaru said, you're so easy to read. Just some psychological games. Like, and as soon as Subaru opened his mouth, the guy freaked out that he's gonna say something. I'm not sure. Uh-huh. But then Subaru kind of, keep an open mind, kind of tells him that, you know what, I'm a nice boy. I don't want to betray Emilia. I want to save everyone, and don't be bad. Don't stop me. You have no idea what pain or suffering even are, says the man. But no, man, you don't know what these guys seen. And says that, yeah, I'm gonna go. And also, by the way, so we're back to the Roswell Mansion. He has a sign of some sort of a bird, which I never noticed actually, but now I did. I wonder what does that mean, and will it have some connection in the future? So he gets back, sees the two maids that like already loving him instantly. The guy, I don't know what ability. Like, he has like charisma of 11 out of 10. People just love him as soon as they see him. Oh yeah, I already forgot about the ending part. Jesus. He enters Beatrice. She says like, "You finally you came, Kashira. You're finally here." Tokita no Kashira. I'm here for a different reason than last time. Which exactly of the last times do you mean? Do as you wish. It's all quite ironic either way. Kashira. Speak again. the end of a contract that lasted a long, long time is gonna end or something. It's by bringing an end to the end of the end. Oh my god, too many ends. I will truly be set free this time. So, she was waiting for that. She was expecting for that. She was expecting him to come at this exact moment and say those exact words. And she knows that, yes, it goes as planned. And now he somehow will free her from her contract. What was the contract? No idea. But the last time they met, when the Elsa was killing everyone, that was the wrong moment, and that's why Beatrice was looking at it. Damn it, not the time this time. I'm gonna be free. Of course, the fact that it has to be with you makes an ending far too ironic for me, I suppose. What are you saying, girl? What is this whole meaning of the fuck? Such a cliffhanger. Literally have no idea what the hell's gonna happen now with Beatrice. Maybe she's gonna be set free from the mansion, sitting in the mansion for all this time, because she always was needed to be there. And now she can be freed? What's up with your mother? Maybe the apostle of great thingy thing tong tong. If she's someone created by the witch of greed, now Subaru can command her or whatnot. He can say that you're free now because he's the apostle of greed. Also makes some sense. Maybe she's the successful attempt of the witch to finally move the soul to the body. But why would you call her mother then? Or you're just some other artificial soul? But I feel there may be connection with her and the echidna, because she's a goddamn butterfly. Who else we saw with butterfly? No one. I don't remember a single soul with a butterfly. And that's the ending. And Kashira. Well, you know what? I really do want to watch the next episode now, and I certainly can't. And that's bad. But anyways, that was a very long and very stupid discussion. Again, I'm sorry. I feel like I have to cut them somehow to make it more easily watchable, but I don't know what to cut, because even the stupid crap I say may end up being like maybe correct, so I don't want to cut anything. I don't know how you guys watch it. I mean, I also sometimes watch long ass video on YouTube. Like recently I found some channel that the guy is from USA. He just brings back old ass cars to life. It's like from 30s, from 50s, and it's just a small guy. It's nothing special in the channel. Nothing like some deep editing. No, it's just the guy with a GoPro doing the thing and speaking with thick American accent, and he just cuts a bit, but it's mostly just unedited, and it does. I really like raw videos as well. I don't like heavy edited videos, even though they're fun to watch sometimes. But when you watch something raw, you kind of feel more attached to it. And, if you wanna rewind, you can rewind. Here you go. YouTube gives that simple opportunity to you, like ability, and that's cool. Seeing those old ass cars being working again. He's not fixing them, he just makes them work. The engine like jump, and then it's and the fucking smoke everywhere and dirt. That like feels good. I mean, this is a little part. Which is I probably gonna stop watching those videos, but they kind of feel good now. Previously, I was watching StarCraft games, casted by one guy. Also, it's like I have different periods of my life of watching YouTube, and none of it, unfortunately, is like you guys. And no reaction videos because I simply not allowed to do that. First of all, spoilers. Second of all, spoilers. Third of all, spoilers. Because you watch one such video and YouTube gonna think, oh, you do look this one. Ooh, sure. How about this video? You know, and there's like thumbnail of something happening. That's how internet works. So I never watch anything anime related. But I actually kind of miss that. I would like to see something about this. Yeah, so thank you for watching again. If you watched the whole thing, you know that you are the great one. And I hope it was somewhat entertaining. If I can't even speak already. Somewhat entertaining. I wish you a good day and I see you next time. Bye bye.